Hey everybody, this is Helium Lemon 15. Today is November 14th, and this is the start of a new LP, one that I am very excited to load up to launch because things always take a while to load from the SD card. Okay, now that's Fluidity. Yeah, this is Fluidity. Welcome to Fluidity. If you don't know anything about Fluidity, you are in for a ride. This, oh, my table is squeaking. Okay, I wanted to let that music play for a little bit. And this is your intro to the game. That ink, like inkwell, like, you know, people in the old days, people used to write out of ink. They used ink on their pens. Anyway, let's listen to this music. Music. This game has such cool music. Such a cool game. Yeah, the music is done by Alistair Brimble, who's actually a pretty famous video game composer. Oh dear, no, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Hello there. You have caught me at rather a bad time, I'm afraid, but where are my manners? I'm the Aquaticus, one of the few magical tomes still alive today, or at least I was magical. Was what happened. See, this malicious goop, the Influence, has mounted an invasion, and it would appear that my powers have been sealed away as a precaution. It's left me somewhat high and dry, and we need to act fast before the situation gets worse. Hang on, it seems there's an area that hasn't yet been corrupted and... Yes, a water source we can use. Come with me, quickly. I'll explain as we go. So, a version of this is going on YouTube without commentary, and this with commentary. For those who are old school like me and still like watching Let's Plays. Although, I have to admit, I'm a bit, reluctant to try new LPers than the ones that I've watched for years, like Nintendo Capri Sun and Bicked Up on a Bus. But doing a playthrough of this game with no commentary is kind of a ploy to try and get views on this channel because I'm really depressed that so many of my recent videos have not gotten any, recognition. So, I don't know, I sound kind of bitter about that and I shouldn't be, but I just am. YouTube just isn't fair. Krusty Krabs is unfair. Mr. Krabs is out there. So, let's actually talk about this game. What we're seeing right now is the tutorial, and you're basically getting the hang of what to do. So... this is Fluidity. You're water. You're using the Wii remote and tilting it back and forth to tilt the pages of this book. Basically, we're inside the illustrations of a book. Now, that's it for now. But as we go on, you're going to be able to control different states of water. And the water is going to have various abilities. And so you're like, well, okay, so is it just a platformer? Well, unfortunately, we're not going to see what this game actually is until another minute or two. But once we get past the tutorial, the game will really get going. So, yeah. That's basically... yeah, this game uses pretty intuitive water physics. I don't think it's particularly that hard. You just kind of have to get used to it. You do have to be very careful though, because like it said, like you don't want your water to be too spread out, and you also have to be careful. There is skill involved. So right here, here's a pump that we don't want to get sucked into. So what I could have done was like tilt very slowly, but I think I just got all the water through on multiple passes and it was like, well, whatever. like these caves and getting a Donkey Kong Country view vibe from these caves. This is how to pause the level and get a good look around. So that's pretty useful. And there are puzzles in this game. So, oh gosh, these bats on the ceiling. Just like And Yet It Moves. So, another game that begins with caves and bats. What can you say? Some objects float in water. So yeah, we have a cog. There's a big orange arrow that says, cog goes here. And suddenly we're in Yellowstone National Park. I like the grunt of the bison, the buffalo. I like bison. Bison. Okay, please, I need your help. I know we've only just met, but please use that water we just found. Then, once I have my powers back, we can banish. Okay, whatever. So we have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, but those chapters ain't accessible to us yet. So let's start off with the very first chapter, which is chapter 1. Ah, the mountain air feels good to this old soul. No time to dawdle, though. When my essence was sealed away, it was broken into many small pieces called rainbow drops. We need to make sure we get those before the influence does. Yeah, so the protagonist of this game is arguably water, but really it's the book, the Aquadome, whatever. So, what are you doing? Is this where we're supposed to be going? It would appear that as part of my defense system, areas of chapters have been sealed away to minimize and contain the damage. I'll be able to open those rainbow drawers. Rainbow drawers. Who put pasta salad in Strong Mad's under drawers? Okay, so that little sign says if you go this way, there'll be a rainbow drop. Ah, yes. Now we're getting to the point. In this game, you collect rainbow drops. This game is a collectathon! In the style of Mario 64 and Banjo Kazooie, except it's 2D. It's a 2D platformer collectathon, which I don't know of many that do that. Plus, it's a puzzle platformer with collectathon elements. Now, this game might be tied for my favorite game with Lost Winds Winter of the Melodias. You can tell that I like puzzle platformers with really clean controls, really pretty environments, and that's it, I think. I don't know. Other than that, like, this game and Lost Winds Winter of the Melodias don't have that much in common. This game is about, like, at least, like, 2.5 times longer than Lost Winds Winter of the Melodias. But yeah, this game is so close to my heart. I could not wait to do this LP. Careful now, there's a nasty goop slug nearby that could cause some problems. So yeah, whenever I watch this game, I feel relaxed. Something about this game relaxes me. And I'm a bit obsessed with picture books and illustrations. I love just looking at books from my childhood for the illustrations. I just love illustrators. I'm kind of obsessed with illustrators. I love Graham Bass. I love Jan Brett. I can't think of any other particulars right now. But the fact that this whole game, takes place inside a picture book is a plus. Although I think the picture book obsession is something that I didn't realize about myself until like this year. But yeah, Yeah, you'd think you would get motion sickness watching this game because you're constantly moving back and forth. Same thing with And Yet It Moves. But I don't really experience motion sickness. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's something like motion sickness. Maybe it's a little bit of inertia in the pit of my stomach. But maybe that's what makes this game so soothing. You know how it's like, almost like it's easier to fall asleep in a car just because like you can feel motion underneath you? Maybe it's that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, and a cool mechanic which we'll talk about in later episodes is that even if a little bit of your water touches the rainbow drop, you can still get it. So there's a lot of cool things that you can play around, like kind of speedrunning tactics, I guess you would call them. Anyway, this is not going to be a speedrun. This is just my casual playthrough of the game. So thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope you will stick along for the ride. Take care for now.